Hello, good morning students. Uh, Today in lecture 3 of this lesson, we going to study the particular topic in which question will be like this. Without actual division, verify if given fraction or given rational number having terminating decimal expansion or not. If yes, find it. Okay. Again, look carefully word by word of the given statement without actual division. So we don't go this way. Suppose 125 by 8, then don't divide this way. Okay. If we divide now for trial only, 8 ones are 8, 4, 5. Okay, 8 5s are 40. 5 left. Now extra 0 placed here. Now 8 6 are 48. 2 left. Now 8 2 are 16. 4 8 5 are 45. Sorry, 8 5 are 40. So this division terminate here. Okay, we got remainder 0. But sometimes suppose I want to divide 20 by 3. So it will become 3 6 are 18. 2 left. Extra 0 placed here. So in point 3 6 are 18. Again 2 left. So this way it will proceed this way only. Okay, it never ends. So 25 8 125 upon 8 having terminating decimal expansion, but 20 by 3 have non-terminating decimal expansion. So you understand this by both examples, but in this example they have given us without actual division, so we are not allowed to check this way. Don't do division. Okay, then how to do? So first of all, your question should be in simplest fraction. This is the first and very important condition. Okay, now I am giving you question number 1, 13 upon 3125. Actually this is from exercise 1.3. Okay, last exercise, and main question number 1, it's sub question number 1. Okay, sorry, it is maybe 1.4, last exercise. Now it is already in simplest fraction. Why? Because 13 is prime, so no further division is possible. Now after getting simplest fraction, if not, then convert it into simplest fraction. We are already given. Then what to do? Then get prime factorization of denominator only. Don't look at numerator now. Okay, so write down 3125. Okay, as yesterday's topic, just find out prime factorization of denominator. So it will becomes 5 into 5 6 are 30, 5 2s are and 5 5s are. So 5 into 625. Why? Because last digit is 5, so it is divisible by 5. Again it is divisible by 5. Again it is divisible by 5. Again by 5. At last we got both prime numbers. So now stop. So prime factorization of 3125 becomes 1 2 3 4 5. 5 times 5. Okay, so this is the prime factorization. This is the only initial step. Now how to go ahead? Okay, how to find exact answer, whether it is terminating or not, and if yes, then how to find terminating decimal expansion. If it is not terminating, then stop there only. Okay, now how to give answer? Now rule of this one, if you find prime factorization of the denominator, there is 2 or 5 as a base only, then it is terminating. Here you can look, base is 5 only. If either 5 or 2 or both, only 5 is there as a base, only 2 is there, or both 5 and 2, then in all three cases this fraction having terminating decimal expansion. But apart from these two numbers, if any other number is there, suppose 7, 3, 11, if out of this any other prime number is there, then it has non-terminating decimal expansion. You understand? Again I repeat it. If denominator having factors either 5 or 2 or both, then only given fraction having terminating decimal expansion, otherwise no. If any other number is visible here, then say no, means not terminating or non-terminating decimal expansion. Now here it is terminating, so you have to give some mathematical way also. So this one means this prime factorization is in the form of 2 raised to n 5 raised to n, or 2 raised to m 5 raised to n, anyway. Means here base is from 2 and 5 only. You might confuse that where from 2 came. Actually here 2 is not there, but you can write this way, 5 raised to 5 into 2 raised to 0. Okay, means our purpose is to show that denominator having fraction from 2 and 5 only. Okay, so don't go deep in this statement, just write down. Okay, if apart from 2 and 5 anything else is there, then we can write which is not in the form of 2 and 5. Okay, now give final answer of first step, verify. So verification step now going to complete. Okay, so write down here, therefore it has means given fraction has terminating decimal expansion. Okay, so this is our first part over. First part of this sum is over. How? First of all, express denominator as a product of primes. If there is 5, 2 or both, then say answer in yes, it is terminating decimal expansion. If anything else is there, then say no, means non-terminating decimal. If terminating decimal expansion is there, then we have to go at second part also. If here your answer comes in non-terminating, then this sum over here. Okay, so don't go on. But now we are having terminating, so we have to find terminating decimal expansion. Find it means find this one. Okay, so now we start our second part. Okay, in exam also you can write this way, otherwise this way. Now write full fraction again, 13 upon 3, 1, 2, 5. Okay, just copy given fraction. Now write down exponential form of denominator. Exponential form of denominator. So instead of 3, 1, 2, 5, I am writing here 5 raised to 5. Then what to do? Then actually our purpose is to find here in denominator 10 raised to n, means either 10 raised to 1, 10 raised to 2, 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 4, like this. You know, whenever in denominator there is 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 like this, at that time you can divide the number orally without doing any division. Okay, so our purpose here to find 10 raised to something here. Okay, but 10 raised to something is possible when there is a equal degree of 5 and 2. Here 2 having degree 0 means 2 is not visible here. So we have to multiply denominator by 2 raised to 5. Why? In denominator 2 and 5 having equal degree there. Okay, it is the prime condition, required condition of going ahead. Okay, so I multiply here by 2 raised to 5. Why by 2 raised to 5? You understand? 5 having degree 5, so 2 must have degree 5, but 2 is not there, so we get it extra. But if you multiply in denominator, you have to multiply in numerator also. Okay, suppose in any one sum, suppose you got 5 raised to 5 into 2 raised to 2 in any number. Suppose this is the your last step. Okay, we are not discussing about this sum. This is one another example. Suppose I am giving you, then you have to multiply by 2 raised to 3. Why? 5 raised to 5, 2 having already 2 degree, so how many missing? 3. So we will multiply by 3. Suppose it might be this way, 2 raised to 4 into 5. Then how to multiply? 5 raised to 3. Why? 2 having degree 4, 5 having 1 already. How much missing? 3. So multiply by 5 raised to 3. In short, we want equal degree of 5 and 2 at D. Okay, remember this. Now in numerator it becomes 30 into 2 raised to 5, 2 to the 4 to the 8 to the 16 to the 32. Now don't multiply this. You know this rule. If a raised to m into b raised to m, then a into b raised to m. This is the rule of power and exponents. So if degrees are equal, then you can combine both this number this way. Okay, so here degrees of both numbers equal, so I can write 5 here, 5 to the 10. Okay, this is extra step. Okay, you can write direct next step also. Okay, but this is our first step. So how and where it came, you can know where. Okay, 5 to the 10, and it is written common degree of both ones. So now it will become 32 into 30. Okay, no problem at doing multiplication, but problem at doing division. So we can multiply here numbers, but we cannot divide. Okay, so now multiply both this number, 32 into 30. So 320, 3 to the 6, 3 to the 9. So 6, 11, 4. So it becomes 416. Now this one becomes 10 raised to 5. Okay, that is our purpose, to get here 10 raised to something. We got it. Now very easily we can write decimal form of this fraction. How? Here 416, 10 raised to 5 means 5 zeros after 1. Okay, 1 left. Now you know how to write this fraction in decimal. There should be 5 digits after point. Why? Here 5 zeros or 5 degrees there. That's why 5 digits should be there after point in the decimal form of this fraction. So 416 and 2 extra 0 I can place, so that 5 digits we got after point. So our decimal expansion is become 0.00416. Okay, so this is the whole sum. We actually given two answers. First answer, first of all, we have given whether the given number, rational number, having terminating decimal expansion or not. Okay, so that is the first part. After getting the first answer, if it has terminating decimal expansion, then you have to find it. If it has non-terminating decimal expansion, then it is not possible. Okay, so we cannot go on. Okay, so that is the part. I first repeat it again. First of all, this should be in simplest fraction. It is already. Now this is our main part. No need to show it here. If you found at rough work or orally, then you can start from this step also. Prime factorization is not here important part. Okay, but you can show it. Okay, it is up to you. So we got 3125 equal to 5 raised to 5. Means it is in the form of 2 raised to n, 5 raised to n. Don't confuse by this expression. it just suggests that the denominator having 2 and 5 only, nothing else. Okay, n and m are any whole numbers from 0 to 1 2 3 4 any numbers. Okay, so now we are having 5, either 5 or 2 or both, then it have terminated, otherwise non terminated. Okay, so we give answer in positive way, means it has terminating decimal expansion. Okay, so this is our first part over, we verify. Now second part, how to find that but terminating decimal expansion, means how to convert this fraction into point, into decimal form. So first of all, write that fraction, write denominator's exponential form. So I have written here exponential form. After writing this, you try to equalize degree of 5 and 2 here. Okay, which numbers having less degree, that should be multiplied by missing degree. Okay, so here you can see 5 having 5 degree, 2 having no degree, means 0 degree. So 2 must have 5 degree here also. So we multiply by that number. But if you want to multiply denominator, you have to multiply numerator also. Okay, so we multiply them. Then here find its value and multiply the numerator by doing multiplication. No problem at doing multiplication. So we multiply, we got 416. Now don't write here 2 raised to 5 32 and 5 raised to 5 3125 like this. Don't go this way. Only combine both base by this rule, a raised to m into b raised to m is equal to ab raised to m, means both bases are multiplied if degrees equal. Okay, so we got 10 raised to 5. 10 raised to 5 means 5 zeros after 1. 5 zeros after 1, not 10. Okay, so decimal form of this number is nothing but there is a 5 digits after this point. Okay, so I place extra 2 0 here, then place point here. Okay, and if nothing is here, then write down 0 in integer part. Okay, so this is our basic sum. Okay, I hope you understand it well. Okay, now further one more sum we solve so that you can understand it very well. One main point, this is from 1.4, actually not, it is related to question number 1 only, exercise 1.4, not only question number 1 but 2 also. In question number 1 they ask us first part whether it has terminating decimal expansion or not. In second question they ask if it has terminating decimal expansion, then find it without actual division. Okay, so we will consider both as a same question only. Okay, so we fuse both questions and make one question only. Okay, so we have solved here question number 1 of main question number 1 and 2 also. Okay, so at a time both questions are being completed. Okay, now look at another number. That was first. Now I am giving you 4 numbers. 4. 15 upon 1600. 15 upon 1600. This is question number 4 of question number 1 or 2, whatever you think. First of all, I told you that fractions should be in simplest form. Here both are divisible by 5. So divide them by 5. 5 3s are, now 5 3s are 15. 1 left. 5 2s are 10 and 1 0 extra. So our fraction becomes 3 upon 320. Now this is our main fraction. Okay. Now go ahead and find prime factorization of 320. It is even. So we can divide by 2. We can divide by 5 also. Why? Having 0. But we first of all divide by smaller prime numbers. Then again 2 into 80, 2 into 40, 2 into 20, 2 into 10, 2 into 5. Okay, So prime factorization become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 320 is equal to 2 raised to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into 5. Okay. So total 7 factors are there. Write down here which is in the form of 2 raised to n, 5 raised to n. Okay. 2 and 5 only, no another numbers, no 3, no 7, no 11, no 13. Okay, only factors are from 2 and 5. So give answer in yes, therefore it has terminating decimal expansion. Okay, now it is terminating decimal expansion, so we have to find it. So write down 3 upon 320. Don't write this one. Okay. Now we concentrate. That is our question, not this. Okay. Now write down exponential form of denominator. So instead of 320, I will write 2 raised to 6 into 5. Now in denominator, 2 having degree 6, 5 having 1 only. Okay. So how many missing here? 5 degree. Okay, so 5 having less degree, how many less? 5, because 1 is already given, so we have to multiply by 5 raised to 5. Now 3 into 5 raised to 5 means what? 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 625, 625 into 5, 3125, 3125 into 5. Okay, 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 625. Okay, sorry, 625 into 5, it will be 3125. So 5 5s are 25, 2, 5 2s are 10, 12, 1, 6 5s are 30, 31, 3125. Again 1 into 5. So it will become 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, plus 2 12, 1 5 1s are 5 plus 1 6, 5 3s are 15, 1 5 6 2 5. Okay, it becomes quite bigger number, 1 5 6 2 5. Okay, now here it becomes 2 raised to 6, 5 raised to 6. Why? 5 raised to 1 into 5 raised to 5. Okay, so if base are same, then degree is added, so degree become 1 plus 5 6. So now multiply this number by 3. So 3 5s are 15, 1 3 2s are 6 7, 6 3s are 18, 1 5 3s are 15 plus 1 16, 1 3 1s are 3 plus 1 4. So it becomes 4 6 8 7 5. Okay, 3 5s are 15, 1 3 6 are 18, 1 15 16 1 4. Okay. Now this one becomes 10 raised to 6. You can give direct answer also. 6 decimal should be there, means 6 digits should be there after points. So I can write here 0.046875. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Extra 0 be placed at left side only, not at this side. Okay, so understand this well, how to give answer. Now sometimes you can have direct exponential form is given here, so that is very simple, no need to go through this portion, only you can give direct answer also this. Okay, so don't confuse by different appearance of the question. Okay, that is already given, factorized form of denominator is already given. Okay, but don't forget to convert the given fraction into simplest form. Okay, in textbook also some question like in number 6, this one is given 23 2 raised to 1 5 raised to 2. So now you can start from here only. Okay, which is in the form of 2 raised to n 5 raised to m therefore it is terminating decimal expansion, start this one. Okay, so no need to prime factorize, that is already given, so that is beneficial to us. Okay, many question, this one is given. Okay, so today we solve only two questions, first and fourth. First and fourth of question number 1 of last exercise from lesson number 1. Okay, it might be 1.4. Now there are total 10 questions. 10. Okay. So I am giving you homework exercise 1.4, question number 1 and 2 combined. Sub question number 1 is already solved, so 2, 3. 4 is solved, 5, then 6 and 7. Okay, so these 5 sums is in homework. Same method, same process. Okay, first of all understand this solve sum, then only to try. You can do your homework parallel to your hair work also. Okay, now I give some hint for some extra question also. Sometimes very simple fraction may be given. 8 number is there, 8 number, after 7, 8 number, there is given 6 upon 50, divisible by 3. So 3 2 is 3 5 is. It is very simple. You just give that 2 statement. If 5 is in form of 2 raised to n, 5 raised to m, therefore it has terminating decimal expansion. Okay, just do formality. Now after getting this, just multiply by 2. Why? 5 having degree 1, so 2 having should degree 1. So 2. So it becomes 4 by 10, 0.4. So very simple. You can find it orally also. But in between, their required step should be there. Okay, I am giving you hint only. Okay, so that is for 8 number. Now I have given you already 7 question. In 7 question, I am not going to solve whole question. 2 raised to 2, 5 raised to 7, and 7 raised to 5 given. Now you may conclude that here is 7. So obviously it is non-terminating decimal form. Okay, why? Now if possible, try to cut by 7. It is not divisible by 2 and 5. Try to cancel if it is divisible by 7 or not. Why? Because 7 is here. Okay, so 7 will just 7, 5, 9. So 59 is not multiple of 7. So after finding this, you just say that 2 raised to 2, 5 raised to 7, 7 raised to 5 is not in the form of 2 raised to n, 5 raised to n. So it is not terminating decimal expansion. Now that sum over. Why? You cannot go ahead. It is non-terminating decimal expansion, so you cannot find it this way. If you want to find, you have to go actual division. Okay, so this is very simple and very short sum. Okay, remaining goals I think very simple. You can do for practice if you want. Otherwise, these 5 sums are given in homework. If you want, you can do all sums for practice. Okay, one is 35 by 50, so simplest fraction will become 7 upon 10, then 35 upon 50. Okay, 5 into 7, 5 upon 10, so 7 by 10 means 5 into 2. It is in that form. Now already 10 is given. So whenever you start here, 7, 5 into 2. So both having equal degree. So that add down direct 10. So it will be 0.7. No extra multiplication here. This is not needed. Why? Because 5 and 2 having equal degree. Okay. So last 3 or 4 sums are very simple. Okay, you can do it orally also. Otherwise, try to solve this also and verify your answer given at the back pages of textbook.